Hey guys, this is Cindy over at Paper Old and New. Welcome to my channel. I am doing another session of making with my mess. I have this stack of 70s wallpaper over here. You can kind of see the side of it. There's like still a ton of it left over here. And what I've been doing is breaking it down. So, like, I'll pull out sheets of it and I'll cut it up. So I've got some tucks, some pockets, gusseted, some tags, a little belly band or tuck, a little booklet. I've made this little tag piece that I'm planning on putting something inside of, like that. More tags. So as you can see, that's one that I did, also a gusseted pocket, but I folded the top down to reinforce. This wallpaper is kind of flimsy. It feels like construction paper on its backside. I constructed a little envelope out of this one. I actually cut this apart separately because I thought it made a pretty envelope closure. So yeah, I got that. And, you know, tags, anything else interesting. I've done some envelopes, more tag. This is a flip top tag, a big tag. These are strips that I left so that I can either use them as belly bands or turn them into tucks. Just a random rectangle. I can either make it a tag or here's some corners. Let me see what else, if there's anything. Oh, I did one of those flip up pockets that Rachel was doing for one of the Roxy's weekly challenge. One forward and one backward. This will get probably lined. Here again is a tall strip to make a tuck or something out of. Some of them I didn't really, this is, I folded this one in half. I thought it would make a good page, so I've trimmed it to make a page. I'm pretty sure I trimmed it for a 6x9. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it's 6 1/4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 1/4. So it's kind of an odd size. I'm pretty sure this one is 6x9. It probably had to do with how much I had left after I cut the holes off. And then I had this one that I just took the whole thing, trimmed it down, folded it in half, and then used the excess past 6 inches to make tucks. Again, these will get lined. I did a policy envelope with, these are envelopes that I cut the tops off of and I glued them in here, and I made a little, like that, out of some of it. These are from a book I was cutting up. Happened to be in the pile. Sorry about that. And then we got into these where this is very vinyl feeling. I got another one of these with the flip outs. Some of these I cut them out. I cut this off thinking I would cut this out and use it for something. This kind of plate shape. See, I cut this one out and I thought it would make a good signature center or I don't know, something. I could cut it down the middle and make tucks, but their hands are crossed, so it would look a little weird. I thought this would make a cute tuck on a page, depending on how big the page is. I think it'll fit. Let's see. It is a little over 8 inches tall and a little under 6 inches wide. About 5 3/4. So it would fit all the way to the end, almost. But you could tuck stuff under it. So I don't know. It would also make a neat envelope flap if you were gonna, like, if you folded this like this and connected it to the back of an envelope. So yeah, I got another, cut out some of the tiles as little booklets and tags. Here's another circle that I was able to get out. Here's just the people that I made into a pocket. And then another circle that I haven't decided what to do with because the hole goes into the middle. Anyway, so this is, I'm trying to break down the wallpaper and figure out things to do with it. So I thought I would come on and show you some of the breakdown. I found these bird pieces and I wanted to, first of all, I got to take the holes off. I cut this piece in two. I did not cut it directly in half. Also, these pages are not even close to straight. So like I can't corner line it up. There are no right angles in this book. Like I can't line this up and it be straight. Even on the edges I didn't cut. Because this cut was a mess. I'll admit that. That was totally on me. Oh, there it is. So I'm just trimming off the piece with the holes from where it came out of the book. And this goes into my, I have a wallpaper scrap thing that I keep. Okay, and then my thought for this was to make a pocket of some sort out of it. I don't know that I want to, I don't know if I want to make it gusseted though, because I don't know if I want to fold his tail over. So I might just cut it 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. So it'll be 4.5 inches tall. A little piece of fabric from nowhere. 4.5 inches tall. And maybe, what do we think? 5, maybe 6 inches wide? 5.5 inches wide, maybe. Let's do 5.5. Okay, so then I have a little pocket and I just snip the top. And because I want it to be a pocket, I will most likely cover the back. Because like I said, this paper, it's like construction paper coated with something. And the whatever it's coated with does not prevent it from tearing. It's kind of fragile. I've been covering it with some old scrap. I've been covering things with old scrapbook paper that I don't want anymore. So I'm probably just going to glue this down on here so that it's ready to go. I'm not going to cut it out, but I can glue it down on here so it's ready to be cut out. All those pieces that I flipped through and showed you have not been backed yet. I was just kind of down here going through the pile and trying to cut things up and see what I could come up with. I even tried to employ some of those templates from using a 12 by 12 paper pad to make a kit. Those templates that I got from like Natasha and E. And if they go in the right direction, I'll make envelopes out of them. So I just need to cut that out. And I was thinking maybe we could decorate it up a little bit. I wonder if we could put a couple of flowers on it. I have these flowers on this little crochet piece. I cut one off for something we're going to do later in this video. Spoiler alert. Maybe I'll cut an orange one out and then we'll get some. I have found my desire to dress things up with. I've been watching, I wandered over and watched Tina do all kinds of stuff, and I've been hoarding lace and this kind of stuff. And my ribbon drawer is ridiculous, and I just have all this stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start embellishing things with some of this stuff and seeing what I come up with. And it has been a ton of fun. I love doing it. I am I've been bitten by the put lace on everything bug. Oh. And be careful where you cut crocheted things because you might uncrochet them. Okay, so if we put this here with some lace, what do you think? Oh, I know what lace I wanted to use. I just have to find it. Hold on. I can't find it, guys. It's really weird. I had it not too long ago. What if we put some leaves? This might be fun. Oh yeah, that would be fun. Look at that. All right, let me get... Well, we're just going to have to do the best we can with what we got. Let's put a bead of hot glue on here. Ooh, remember that it's called hot glue. This is not thick fabric. Like that. I should probably find that one that's... Oh, there we go. So that would be the pocket. Oh, I like that a lot. That's really cute. And then I could add like some pearls or something or a button or like that. But I think for now, I'm just going to leave it as it is. But you get the idea about the cutting up of the... so like this, I would probably turn into just use it as a card. And cards, if it's going to be a journaling card, I'll probably put it on cardstock. This is not cardstock. This is just scrapbook paper. So if I'm doing a pocket, it just needs a little bit of extra reinforcement. But if I'm going to do a card that's going to be handled in and out of the pocket, I would probably put this on a heavier cardstock for backing. And then this, we can cut into, how wide is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can cut it into 2.5 inch strips and have belly bands and or tucks. Right? I found these new pieced together belly bands that I really love making, so these might get cut down and used in some of those, but until then, we have those. And if I use them as belly bands or tucks, again, they would go on a piece of this paper. So I've got those cut down and this made. I'm going to keep this one off. And then I wanted to make this little guy into a tag. I like my tags to be a certain width. So I'm going to trim this edge over here just because it makes it so that I can't do the width I want with the bird. I'll put it in my scraps and probably end up using it for something. Okay, now the width I like is 3 1/4. So I'm hoping now that I've done that, I can get 3 1/4 out of it. So we're going to go right here. And I do not know how tall this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. Okay, so we'll probably trim it down some. I always love it when I hit 2 spots on my cut. Okay, so we'll trim this off. I keep exchanging rulers and inevitably I lose one because I bury it. We're going to trim this off at 7 inches. So it'll be 7 by 3 1/4. And then we have this little piece, which I will probably put a label on and turn into like a ticket or something. But for now, it can go up there. Now, we'll get my, I made new corner thingies. A tag template card. Okay, and there we go. We have a little birdie tag. I'm not going to decorate him because it'll take me too long to figure out what I want to decorate him with, and I'm not going to torture you guys. Okay, now this one I was thinking, because it's foliage and it can kind of go either way, I might, depending on how long this is after I'm done. I'm just going to cut up this one piece of wallpaper, by the way, guys, and then we'll move on to decorating some pieces that I already had set aside. And I'll give you an idea what I do with it after I finish decorating. I mean, after I finish cutting. I'll take that off of there. All right, that goes up in the scraps. And this, I was thinking, could be a little envelope. I've had a ton of fun recently making some of these little envelopes. Well, the ones I made were bigger than this. But I've been making these envelopes and decorating them. And I love the way they turned out, so. Okay, so that would be decorated, and more than likely I would round these because I like the round on the flap. Actually, I used the big round on the flap, so it looks almost like a store-bought envelope when I do that, I think. Like that. And then I take the little corner to these. And again, I'm going to want to line that, so I won't do anything with it right now, but there we have a little envelope. So we got a pocket out of that sheet of wallpaper. I got an envelope, a tag, 2 belly bands / tucks, a journaling card, and a pocket. So not too bad. So that's what I've been doing with I don't do the same thing out of every one, obviously. It depends on where the pattern falls on the envelope itself. But I've been kind of going through sheet by sheet like that and seeing what I come up with pieces. I think back to the templates that I've been using and I try to make some stuff. So having said that, I have a few pieces here that I wanted to put together with you guys. I'm going to set them over here off to the side and we're going to pull, we're going to pull our little piggy first. Okay, so I made a tag out of the pink. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here. And I think I'm just going to hot glue it for speed. Just going to hot glue this to this. Like that. We'll clip off the extra. And I'm sure I'll find something else to use it on. Oh, it might be the tab at the top, just for uniformity. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put this little guy walking right on there. I have to be careful because he's a little wider than the card. So obviously, and I love that this says fairy tales. So I had this so that you could see that. So I must have had him over further and slightly lower. Okay, so let me put that down, in which case I'm going to need book page and a glue stick because that is really thin. So let me put that down. The glue ball. I might do not so much there, not so much the edges. And we'll flip it over. Oh, we're going to put it right up here on the edge of this card, about like that. Hopefully I got that right. Glue seems to stick to this wallpaper surface okay, whatever this coating is. I haven't had any trouble sticking things to it, so that's good, I guess. Okay, and then we're going to stick him down. Let's see. I can always trim his feather up a little bit too. Let's do that. We'll trim in a little bit on the feather. I know this is really fiddly. I don't usually try to do thin stuff like this, but I'm just trying to get it so that it's and then I don't know where, I actually don't know where it's going to cut off because it does cut off. I suppose I should hold him up against there and cut it off, and that way I don't waste my time cutting a bunch of feather I don't need to cut. I should have done this before I came on, but I didn't think about it until just now. So apologize for that. Let's see if that, I don't think that's far enough over. It's not. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Let's position him on here. Where's he going to be? He's going to be right about there. Let's position him on there and cut his feather. Okay. And that way I can just snip. Okay, that should be good. I gotta sweep. Okay, let me put some glue on him. We'll stick him down and trim him up. And get any parts that I didn't put glue on. This came out of the Mother Goose book that actually in the previous Making with My Mess video, Making with My Mess 4, I was breaking down a Mother Goose book. That was this book. That's where this pig came from. You might have seen him in the video. I might have showed him to you. I can't remember, if I'm honest. Okay. Oh, I missed his foot. So let's just put some glue down right here. Get his foot glued down. Okay, Mr. Pig. Oh, I went too far back on the... get my junky scissors. I don't want to get glue on good scissors. Okay. Oh, I didn't get this foot either. How did I do that? I could have sworn I got the feet. I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac down here. I mean, I could have gone for the glue stick, but I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac down here just because his foot is on that little fabric ribbon. So I just want to make sure. Apparently there's a glue string. Okay. Now, as I said, I think maybe we'll put this up here as a tab. So, and then we'll have this tag done. Now it's not backed yet, but I suppose I could back over it. I could put the paper over the ribbon. Doesn't really. No rules, right? Whatever we fancy. Okay. And there we go. So there we have our little piggy tag. I think he's adorable, and I love the fact that that library card is Grimm's Fairy Tales. I saw that and I was like, that's got to go on there. Okay, now another one. So we have this lovely piece, which is going to be, as you can see, a tuck. Now, I cut a notch in this before I knew what I was going to cover this with. This is actually going to get lace on it. Make sure I'm putting it in the right place because this is going to go over top. I think I want to leave just a tad of pink around the back. And this is going to slide back to just outside the edge of the picture. Means I want to get it in position, and then I'm going to look at it and hopefully I can get it in the right place. Well, I'll tell you how I can get it in the right place. We're going to go like this. I'm going to pull this back and it's going to cooperate. And I'm going to put a string of glue right up to there. And then we're going to lay it down. All right, now we should be able to do okay if I can keep a straight line going. Now I just have to hope it's in the right place. As you can see, the thumb hole kind of gets covered up by the lace, but it's not that big of a deal. Like I said, I cut the thumb hole before I knew what I was going to do. So he kind of got... All right, and we're going to see if we can't... Those hot glue beads are thick. So it leaves a ridge there. So I was just seeing if I could put the top on this before it dries out. And we're going to put down our little kitty cat sleeping under Mother Goose's table. Okay. So let's get him down. I see the glue get down there, but apparently it's not all the way filling the thing. So I squeeze it and just air comes out. And I'm like, wait a minute. I get slightly ahead of it. Oh, I should have rounded the corners on this. Oh well, it'll be all right. The top two corners are going to get covered up anyway because we're going to put a big old floppy flower on here. We're going to replace the flower that's on that stem. With something a little more three-dimensional. Okay. Isn't that cute? I love it. It's even got one of the blind mice on it. See him? I think it's funny because if you look at him, he's supposedly reading whatever's in front of him. Okay, and then I'm going to put one of these on here. I love these. I've used one so far. This will be the second one I've used. I used one on one of those envelopes I was talking to you about. You will see them. They're in a Shop My Stash video, which should go up before you see this. So you should see it before you see this. I love these. I just cut the tool off of them. Be careful not to cut the flower. It is attached to the tool. I just don't want the extra tool around the outside. I'm sure there would be a time when I would. This just isn't one of them. Okay, and then we're gonna put that right there. And see, it looks like it belongs. Just plop it down right there. How cute is that? Oh, we gotta trim the lace here. Look at that. I love it. It's so cute. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Again, flimsy, so we'll get backed. I'm wondering though, look, I have these kind of pink lavender pearls. I'm wondering if I should stick a few on here. Guys, it's very girly, isn't it? Should be up here. I think back here, maybe. You think? No, maybe up here. Just 3. I seem to do it in 3s. Oh, or not. Usually they come off in a strip. This one came off of its... Oh, okay. See, it came off of its strip. There's its strip. So we'll take that off. I'll use that one. It's just going to be hard because they're small, so they're hard to hold. It's hard enough holding 3 of them. Try and put a really thin line of glue. Perfect. No pun intended because of the cat. I love it. Okay, so we've made 2, both of them out of pink wallpaper. All right, I'm going to put the pink pearls back. And I have 1 more to show you, and then I will let you go. I made 2 tags, one shorter than the other, and I don't know if you can see how I connected them. So I cut a piece off here, and then I cut the tag shape so that you could see both tags and they would have an overlapping piece to be glued together with. So it's a short tag and a long tag. My idea is to back this and make a pocket out of it. So that's the intent for this. And I decided to decorate it with an Ann Getty Strawberry Baby. Look at that. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Well, one of the cutest things you've ever seen. I just want to get the torn edges darkened up a little bit. Okay. So this is going to go on our little tag like that. Right? And then we have this little guy, another one of our flowers, which I'm going to stick down on here with some red pearlies. I'm thinking about putting one in the middle, at least. All right, let's glue the baby down because it keeps moving and I'm going to have trouble doing anything else until I get it down. Actually, let me do something real quick. So I want to use pieces of this as tabs. So I need them to be about maybe 4 high to fold over. And then I have a strip for the bottom because I want a strip for the bottom of the pot. Okay, now this one I need to go ahead and glue down because the baby covers up part of the area up there. So I just want to get that on there like that. Sorry. Ooh. Okay, and then we're going to glue. Okay, look. I have hot glue stuck to my fingernails. Now we're going to glue this guy on, or girl, or little cutie pie. Just like that. How adorable is that? I mean, look at that. I can't even tell you how cute that is. Well, you're looking at it, you can tell yourself. Okay. I'm gonna glue this down to the back of here since I've got it on here. More than likely, since this is going to be a pocket, I don't want it sticking up too high. But oops, I dropped my rag. So there's a little piece. Oh, I know what I lost. I had a little word. It was so tiny, guys, I'm never going to find it. It was like little like that, but even littler. Oh, wait. There it is, stuck to the back of the strawberries. Okay. So the idea here is, my nail is bugging me, sorry. We're going to put on this long strip. I might just bunch it up. At the bottom of the pot, like that. Cute, cute, cute. And then we're going to put the flower on. And I have the same problem I did before. There are spots that are... So what we'll do is we'll go around like this. And we'll get some on some of the petals that look a little rougher. And hopefully I'll be able to smooth them out some. Okay, get off of there. So that goes down, and then this spreads out a little bit. So does that with its little... I'm telling you guys, you got to be careful where you cut these. Sorry, can you... I feel like I've run into a whole cave of cobwebs. I said it was the last one, but it's going to take me the longest to do just because I can't. Okay. Now, this is going to go right here. Okay. Should I put it on that side or this side? I think we'll put it on this side. Okay, so we're going to put it right there on that side. For fear of burning my fingers. Ow! Before it hardens, Cindy. Okay. Yay, we did it! Alright, and then I wanted to put one of these in the center, I think. Right next to that. So like a little dot of blue right there. I don't think that ever works. Oh, forgot. Right, and then this just has to be backed. I don't do the backing on with you guys because I figure you know what I mean. So, I mean, because that's not going to be seen anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I back it with. And, I mean, how cute is that? I love that. So yeah, this is what I am finding to do with, I'm finding ways to use this 70s wallpaper. I'm finding that the kids book images and stuff work better with the bright colors. Obviously, it's not really lending itself, even though it is vintage, it does not lend itself to vintage uses just because, not a lot of it anyway. Every once in a while you run across something like the birds. This you could probably get away with using in something vintage. But a lot of it is really brightly colored, hence the name Brites, which is the name of the book. So I am searching for ways to use it, and this is what I'm coming up with so far. Excuse me. I hope you guys liked this. I am continuing to make things out of the mess around me in hopes of clearing some of it out and making myself some space. So come back and see me again when I make something else with the mess surrounding me. And I will talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.